Sure you know where this train is headed?
You sure you brought enough C4?
There's enough explosives in the next car to blow us back in time. Just make sure you sink the stuff at all the power plants.
No detonation until we get back above ground. Agreed?
Agreed.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Tiberian Fiends Completely Glitching Out. With me today is...
Hey, I'm G. Kirby, glad to be back.
Yeah, so anyway, to catch you up on things, we boarded a train with a bunch of mutants last mission, and this opens up this unskippable bonus mission for us, where we enjoy a scenic route through Tiberian country.
Definitely a lot to see in Tiberian country. If you look to your left, you'll see a fiend, which looks like a pig.
Please keep your windows closed at all times.
Oh no, we're being attacked.
Well, that's why you keep your windows closed.
Roll 'em
So,
up.
anyway, we're being ambushed here, but fortunately all our ambushes are more interested in the actual train than its occupants, so we can just kind of make a run for it.
That train wasn't going to get much further anyway by the looks of it.
What do you want? Good is done.
Yeah, but I guess we really don't like that train. So anyway, this is another really short mission. Hijacking the tick tank over there with the mutant hijacker. If you remember from the last mutant mission we did, you probably know why I'm taking the toughest vehicle available to me.
Absolutely. It looks like we've got, for this mission, we've got Umagon, a mutant stalker, and are those just regular mutants there?
Yeah, some regular mutants, some grenadiers, or disc throwers, I guess.
And your faithful medic.
Yeah, he's really the MVP of this mission.
He seems to be the MVP of every mission. I don't think I really appreciated how good the medics were when I played, but...
Yeah, the medics, like a few medics with a bunch of grenadiers are just, they just extend their usefulness so much, it's
Absolutely.
really hard to believe.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So anyway, our goal of this mission is to C4 all these power plants. Now the cutscene actually says that we also that's some pretty amazing gun that Cyborg must have had to blow such a crater over there.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, our goal for this mission is to C4 all these power plants with Ghost Stalker.
I only need one shot.
Target.
I guess that's to,
Unit reporting. You got it.
shut down that... well...
Well, it's gonna come into play next mission. Also, stealth tanks. They
Stealth
really,
tanks.
yeah, they really like to run over your mission-critical infantry this time.
Give me an order.
And you might also have noticed there was a harpy landed. If you hadn't taken the tick tank already, you would be able to hijack it with a mutant hijacker. Although, why you would hijack a harpy is beyond me.
Talking to me. Stay low. Okay.
Probably better off with the attack buggy.
Yeah, at least the attack buggy has infinite ammo.
Give me an order. Okay.
Yes.
And I mean, this mission really isn't at all tough. Really, you could have done with just Ghost Stalker and Umagon and maybe the medic.
Yeah.
So always blow up the laser fence because, as I found out in my practice run, after you blow up that particular power plant, the laser fences turn on, and if Ghost Stalker is standing on those laser fences, he dies instantly.
Oh, so they're triggered to that power plant, it doesn't matter if you blow up all the other ones?
No, it's that specific one.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's another one. There's another one for yourself that also has laser fences, maybe that one triggers it too, I haven't tested it, but if you blow up these two power plants, it doesn't matter, it doesn't trigger it.
Right.
Of course, the laser fences are completely pointless anyway, because you can just destroy them with Ghost Stalker.
There you go.
C4
There you go, that was
That's
a quick
mission
one.
complete.
Detonate when ready. My friend.
Complete destruction of the missile complex is essential. Be advised, Nod will use their Tiberian missiles and their new fighter prototypes against you.
Get in there and knock this missile plant out, Mac. Its destructive power is hard to believe. If there really is a Tacitus, and Kane has it,
We'll lose. I hate to lose.
Evasive maneuvers, manual override.
Nod forces have deployed an unidentified fighter prototype, sir.
All forces converge on the missile plant. It's not really a fair fight if they're going to use UFOs.
I'll write a letter of complaint, sir, if we make it out alive.
Reinforcements have
So here we are again, under attack by UFOs.
Unit ready.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Something like that.
Reinforcements
Also
have
for
arrived.
freeing the mutants from the cyborg facility, was remember those 10 guys? We now get an infinite supply.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
These guys respawn after, or rather, they don't respawn, but new groups spawn every once in a while.
Yes, sir. Unit ready. Waiting.
Is that time-based, or is that based on, like, getting to certain points on the map?
It's time-based, I think. I haven't really tested it out that much.
Unit ready.
Because, to be honest, they're pretty much just light infantry with mutant powers, so they're not all that useful.
Right.
Waiting orders.
A nice patch of blue Tiberian to kickstart your economy.
On my way.
Oh, we get plenty of Tiberian around here.
On my way.
Timer
Orders
started.
received. Orders received. Yes, sir. Sir. Unit ready.
Laser wall down in 30 minutes.
Waiting orders.
Yeah, so that's what that optional mission did. These, well, lore-wise or story-wise, those power plants didn't just blow up immediately. They were actually just rigged to blow, and they will blow up in 30 minutes. And it says we will. It will shut down the laser fences, but it actually shuts down all of Nod's defenses, which is pretty important for this mission because they have a new trick up their sleeve this time around.
Uh-oh, what's that? Guess we'll
Well,
find out.
Yeah, we will see, or rather, we will don't see.
Ah. Now, Tiberian Sun did something interesting, a deviation from the other Command & Conquer games in the series during the cutscenes, is that instead of the player character being the person receiving the briefing, the player character is actually represented by an actor in the cutscenes. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm actually kind of neutral on that. This isn't like a BioWare RPG or anything where you get like really immersed in the universe and where your choices matter and all that stuff.
Right.
It's just kind of like, oh, by the way, that mutant jumped off the bridge.
He sure did.
Yeah, so as I was saying, it doesn't really matter as a well. It doesn't really matter too much if I have like player avatar or whatever.
Yeah.
So long as the story overall is good and well written and enjoyable.
I always thought it was, not that it matters, like you said.
By the way, obelisk out of nowhere.
Oh.
And
there
a
it
cloaked
goes.
obelisk. So yeah, that's the gimmick for this mission, or rather Nod's new toy, the stealth generator. It cloaks her entire base.
Looks like we have a new toy, though.
The disruptor was actually in the previous mission. You haven't seen it yet, of course, because I'm recording this ahead of time, so...
Cloaked unit
Did it to myself again then, didn't I?
Well, we did retrieve the disruptor crystals a while back.
New
We did.
construction options.
Also, Orca Bomba.
Unit, yes,
Cloaked
sir.
unit detected.
Those are always great.
Mm-hmm.
Construction complete.
And just gotta love how those disruptors melt away enemy units.
Reinforcements
No kidding.
have arrived.
Yeah, I mean, they can't take much damage themselves, and mutants respawn. They can't take much damage themselves, but they sure can dish out more than enough damage to make up for that.
Now, and unless I'm mistaken, they do friendly fire, don't they?
Yes, they damage everything that's in that little well, effect, I guess, and the only thing they don't damage is other friendly disruptors.
Right.
So you can have a force of disruptors and not worry about having them kill each other, so otherwise they would probably be completely useless, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. It's something to keep in mind if you operate them together with, say, Titans, because Titans have shorter range than them. And so the Titans will get ahead and just get utterly annihilated by them.
Yeah, you gotta be smart with them.
Yeah, they do synergize really well with Hover MLRS, I find, because, well, the Hover MLRS just stay behind them.
Unit detected. Construction complete. Building.
So, anyway, you might have noticed I have, like, this single patch of Firestone wall. That's actually, well, in the previous mission I found that the AI would constantly shoot chemical missiles at my Firestone wall, and I thought I might exploit that by placing like one patch of Firestone wall somewhere off, well, outside my base, and just have it fire at that. Unfortunately, the AI is smarter than that.
You could do something similar to that in Red Alert 2, and the AI was not smarter than that.
What are you talking about?
In Red Alert 2, they would always fire nukes or weather control devices at a war factory. So if you built a war factory away from your base and then sold off all your other war factories before it actually struck, it would always hit your war factory.
Unit detected. 2 minutes remaining.
Never knew about that, actually. Yeah, this AI is, as I found out later in the mission, acts kind of similarly in that it always hits
Unit detected.
the construction yard until you build a war factory, and then it goes over to hitting that too, and if you build a Firestone wall between the missile's path and the war factory, it will fire at the Firestorm. Which is actually pretty smart, because it spreads around the gas clouds.
Yeah.
Cloak unit detected.
So one thing you might notice is there's a really annoying thing about these stealth generators, and that is not their effect on gameplay so much as the fact that EVA spams you constantly with messages about cloaked units detected.
If you have the mobile sensor array set up.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have one in this mission, because otherwise you won't be able to see anything and you will run into a dozen laser towers. So anyway, the mutants blew the power plants, and now all the defenses are offline.
Including that obelisk, it looks like.
Those 2 obelisks. And those 2 other obelisks that are a bit further up north and you can't see.
Oh, they just shot a missile.
Yeah. Oh, went straight for the helipad.
Now that's interesting in that the obelisks still have power, so that thing's going back and forth, but they're not firing.
Yeah, that actually kind of threw me off, because I wasn't sure if they were actually offline the first time. Also, you gotta be really careful with the Orca bombers, because they tend to do a lot of friendly fire, as you can see there. So anyway, the enemy is actually pretty well entrenched up here with the artillery on the hill and the obelisks at the entrance. But that's nothing that a bunch of mutant commandos and a bonus mission and some Orca bombers can fix.
I imagine this would be a kind of a pain in the butt without those bonus missions being completed.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why you would do them.
Cannot deploy.
Also, because I forgot to repair my helipads, another one died, and the other 2 almost died as well.
Those poison gas blasts will get you. Oh,
Construction
Yeah, wait.
moving into your base.
It's just a baby Vesuloid. It's just a kid. What's it gonna do?
Sir? Death from above. Sir? Sir. Unit ready. Sir, out and...
So, one thing that's kind of important is, in this mission at least, is the aircraft normally don't have any sight radius, but if you get them to fly through fog of war, they do actually reveal terrain, although not in a large radius. So, because I've sent my Orca bombers up on that hill to take out the artillery, they actually revealed the whole terrain up there, and I can take out that missile launch, well, that missile silo.
Sir? Ready. Yes, warm up.
I recognize that building sitting up on the hill there.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Waiting order.
Oh, you mean the,
Infantry reporting.
Solid Green Factory?
Yes.
Unit reporting.
Well, that's a fun building, at least if you're playing Nod.
Yes.
Taking heavy fire.
Also, never got an opportunity to really show off the RPG turrets really well. And as you will later see, now that I actually build a decent section of Firestone Wall, the AI will move on to fire its chemical missiles at that, instead of my other buildings.
So you got to give it a little bit of incentive to hit your Firestorm wall.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the Firestone Wall is still completely immune to the chemical missiles, so
Yes, sir.
it's not a whole lot of damage that the AI does, but I guess it's better than just firing and getting the missile intercepted by Firestorm.
Can you?
Unit reporting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you turn on your Firestorm and then just completely destroy the missile while in the air?
Silos needed.
Yes, that's kind of the whole point of Firestone Walls.
Yeah.
Well, really, especially in multiplayer, because you could stop an enemy force for like 30 seconds or what, or you could intercept a super weapon.
Either one works.
Cloak unit detected.
Unit ready. Waiting orders.
Also, the enemy is kind of oblivious to your attack force in this mission, so they will send units to attack your base even while you are rampaging through the airs.
Moving out. Sir.
Got to keep the pressure up.
Yeah, with that one stealth tank.
Unit lost. Cloak unit detected.
Also, I think unfortunately the power is back on, so the obelisks are all operational again. But they aren't actually that menacing if you have a decent force of vehicles.
Right.
Unit reporting.
Yeah, that was always kind of a big issue with them. If you have any sort of decent force, they just kind of become a power hog with no real use.
Unit ready.
They're still impressive though. I was like, the obelisk I think was one of my favorite defense in these games.
Yeah, it's definitely stylish. I mean, that's really the most important thing about these things, really.
Well, that's kind of how Nod is. Style, form over function, right?
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Yeah,
I mean, you think of all the units they have that are that look pretty good but don't really do much. Stealth tank, the what was it you said, the Harpy. The Harpy looks decent.
yeah, well,
Yes, sir.
the Harpy is actually suffered graphically from cut content because it was originally supposed to have a rotor because it's a helicopter and all, but apparently they didn't have time to finish the graphical effects, and so now it's just this weird thing just hovering through the air.
Construction complete. Unit
Orders
ready.
received. Waiting orders. Deploying.
Also, normally I would just ignore that laser turret, but because this is of course a GDI mission, and you have to destroy absolutely everything
Of course.
to satisfy Solomon's bloodlust. So I just kinda save myself some time walking back and just clear out all the laser turrets and laser fences as I go.
Makes sense.
Building.
Kind of.
Yep.
Kind of sucks that whenever your power goes off, you have to recharge your firestorm defense, even if it was charged to begin with.
Yeah, they could have made it like slowly tick down, I think.
Ready.
Would have been better than just having it like instantly going back to 0.
Right.
Orders received.
Cloaked unit detected.
Also, that's kind of an annoying thing with the artillery that's cloaked by stealth generators. It'll fire and reveal its position, but before you can react to it, it'll just go back to cloak.
You can force fire on that part of the ground, can't you?
Yeah, I could, or I could just move the sensor unit since that's since I should do it anyway, since there's more of the enemy base down there.
Unit ready now. Yes, sir.
One of the rarely used features that...
Base under attack.
There's another missile. One of the rarely used features that Tiberian Sun introduced was they had a waypoint mode.
Oh yeah, it's in the upper right with the symbols. The rightmost symbol goes to waypoint mode.
If I remember correctly, you could set up patrols and stuff like that with the waypoint mode. I had a lot of fun playing around with it, but it was never really useful in terms of a tactical standpoint.
Also, I think that's the first good look we get at a stealth generator down there. The little dome-shaped thing blinking around. It does look really stylish.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, these things like waypoints, they're actually in all the CNC games after this. I think Generals even had like a formation mode.
Yeah.
Which of course nobody ever used because it just took so long to set it up. Just as cleaning out the space took so long that I just decided to go into 10 times speed here.
Oh, there's their repair vehicle in there. Shaped like a scorpion.
Yeah. That's actually... I wish we had that instead of a service depot, really. It's pretty much a medic for vehicles.
Yeah.
Also, over here we have the enemy's power plant farm. And just look at those disruptors just completely annihilating the place.
That's how you do it.
It's just so satisfying to watch these things. And after this, the enemy is pretty much defenseless because the stealth generators, they take up a lot of power. And so if you take out these power plants, they quickly run out and it just deactivates all their defenses except for the laser turrets. But then again, laser turrets aren't a threat anyway.
Cloaked unit.
Using the carry-all to shuffle back and forth reinforcements.
Cloaked unit detected.
Yeah.
Unit repaired.
That's really useful if you have slow units like disruptors, because they would normally just take forever to get anywhere.
Yeah. I forgot about the carry-all. It's a fun unit.
Cloaked unit detected.
Well, your Titans die in the assault.
Oh yeah, they didn't really make it that long. Also, there's one of those UFOs that attacked the Kodiak in the cutscene. The Banshees, which are basically not its equivalent to the Orca Bomber. Although I was always kind of disappointed that they couldn't actually attack anti-air units in-game.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, they have these little plasma bolts they fire at things.
Other than the jump jet, are there any air units that can attack other air units?
No. Unfortunately not.
No dogfights then.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the reason why I'm disappointed about the Banshee. Because who doesn't want to have like a dogfight between one of those and maybe some orca bombers or something.
Right. That'd be pretty badass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received. You got it.
So at this point I just kind of want to show off all of the base, because the last significant thing is up here, which is the Banshee hangar, or well, not a hangar so much, but this is where all the Banshees are. You get
It
my
functions as a hangar.
point. Yeah, you'll see why it should be a hangar after the mission. So at this point it's pretty much just clean up. The enemy doesn't have anything threatening, so I just skip ahead.
Last thing to go is that harvester.
Yeah, and
in a sense.
And he does try to make an escape too. And because my disruptors are slow as fuck, they don't catch up.
Secondary objective achieved. Missile complex destroyed. Mission complete.